Hey, style friends. Would you like to refine your style and save money? I hear that a lot. So stay tuned because I have two of the most powerful tools that will help you do that. So thanks so much for sticking with me. I'm Liz Kleba from Closet Play Image, where we are all about bright ideas for your style and your wardrobe. And yeah, let's get on to this. By the way, this is YouTube. You know how it works. If you find anything valuable here today or on my channel previously, please do the thing. Like, subscribe, all of that, comment. Let me know what it is you are looking to find out and learn and hear. And that will help me know what to create for you, what kind of content you are looking for. So let's talk about that, refining your style and saving money. So two tools, there's two basically, and you can use either one of them alone, but using them hand in hand it's a synergy. Like I can use one, I can use the other. If I use them together, I don't just get 1 + 1, I get like 16. So let's talk, kind of like a capsule wardrobe. Anyway, yeah, it's like magic. Anyway, so let's talk about that. So the number one thing that I'm gonna get the hard one out of the way first. The hard one is a shopping fast. And I know that's not very popular. It's not a popular thing to say, stop buying things, particularly in our fast fashion culture that we all have FOMO, right? It's real. You know, we don't want to miss out on something, and the trends come and they go, and the things come into the store and they're not coming back in again. And if you don't get it now, you won't get it. Well, it's not necessarily true. You might find it somewhere else later. But really, a shopping fast is obviously a good way to save money. But it really also helps you refine your style because you're not buying everything that's out there. Like you are really having to think through what it is you're going to do. And when my shopping fast is over, say you choose 30 days or 60 days or 90 days or even a year. I've done that before. And actually I will link a post below where I write about shopping fasts. But when you aren't buying, it makes you think more carefully and critically about what you see in the store and whether it's something you actually really would buy and be keeping. I remember my first was 40 days, and like if you're a Lenten person, you'll know what I'm talking about there. So yeah, I did my first shopping fast that I ever remember was a 40-day shopping fast for Lent. And I remember being relieved that I could get off the wagon. I could get off that shopping wagon. So there are benefits, multiple benefits to a shopping fast. If that is just too scary, or you feel like that is something you cannot do, then taking a pause, what Jill Chivers, she's amazing, calls a power pause, is not as good as a whole fast, but it is certainly better than buying randomly, buying higgledy-piggledy. So what she calls a power pause, so that's taking and putting some distance between you and the purchase. So that's asking them at the store to hold it for you for 24 or 48 hours, and then coming back and knowing, okay, yes, I do really want it. Because a lot of times for us when we are shopping, we are hunter-gatherers, right? It's in the gather. The joy is in the gather. And often by the time we get home, we're already like, ooh, I didn't really want that, kind of a thing. So putting some distance between yourself and the purchase can really help. So let's get on to that second tool. And you'll kind of see immediately why it is so powerful when working with the first, which is that shopping fast, or even just the pause. So it's a wish list. Now this is a really old one. This was in my bullet journal. But when you see something you want, whether it's online, in a catalog, in a store, rather than taking it home, you write it on your wish list. So, I wrote down here a loafer, and I wrote down the brand. I wrote down the date I saw it. Now, not exact, because I was doing a very long fast here, shopping fast. So I just wrote down the month and the year. But I track these. So I track these, and you can see there's some on my list that are crossed out. Now, the interesting thing that happens when you keep a wish list like this is, one, you may discover you keep seeing the same thing, and that might be a hint. Oh, that is something I actually do want to buy. The other thing that happens is something else pops up in your list. You go, oh yeah, no, I'm not interested in that anymore. Yeah, that fuchsia watch, like, what was I thinking? Because we have these cravings flung upon us, right? Whether that's intentional or marketing, or we just see it and we, ooh, shiny, sparkly, pretty, we want it. But when we take a moment, and you know what? Here's another trick. If you can't be bothered to write it down, you don't want it that much. Period. End of statement. If you can't make the effort to actually write it down to remember it, clearly it's not something you want that much, which will save you money. But this really falls into the refine your style piece of the cat piece that I was talking about. So together they help. Both of them do, both help you refine your style and save money. But this part really helps you refine your style, because as you're going through your list and you're adding things to it, you're looking back going, oh, you know what? I've written this is the same. Those sandals are very similar to these sandals, which are very similar to these sandals down here. Okay, chances are I need a new pair of sandals, and it's gonna be a combination of these somehow. Or, like I said, oh, look, I keep crossing out this. I have an issue with jewelry. I keep writing down jewelry and then crossing it off a week later, or 2 weeks later, or 3 weeks later. So, maybe I don't need to be buying as much of that as I have been. So a wish list and a shopping fast work hand in hand to create magic for helping you refine your style and save money. Because if you're not buying all 3 pair of whatever it is you've listed here, or 4 or 5 or whatever, then, and you've honed it down to one that's going to make you the happiest of those, then you are saving money, you're refining and honing your style. So just kind of some thoughts. And this fits into the larger wardrobing picture that I've been talking about regularly here for the past, not last week, but the past couple weeks. I've been kind of honing in on talking about building wardrobes and wardrobe planning. And a wish list is a great place to help you refine that style, and I don't want to say start a wardrobe plan, but to get an idea of what direction you may want it to go. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today, because your time is valuable and any of it you spend with me is a gift. Again, I am Liz Kleva from Closet Play Image, where we are all about bright ideas for your style and your wardrobe. I am all about intentional wardrobing. So pop on over to the blog. That's closetplay.biz, closetplay.biz, biz rhymes with Liz. And stay safe and sound, sane and stylish. Bye.